Headache in summer. Stinging, pulsating, pounding. Headaches are one of the ailments that plague many people, at more or less periodic intervals. Anchored in common parlance under migraine or headache, the condition is attributed to many causes. People seem to be particularly vulnerable in summer. Weather and environmental influences play an important role when a sharp headache plagues. How do you best deal with it? What preventive measures can be taken? The most important aspects about the summer headache are summarized here. Headaches are usually irritations of the nerves in the surrounding organs of the head, meninges, blood vessels, periosteum. Weather and environmental influences are among the triggers that are mentioned the most. Concrete evidence of why this is not so easy to provide. One reason that has come more and more into focus in recent years is stress. Sudden headaches and migraines are symptoms that are observed more and more often as companions in psychological stressful situations. If there is also humid weather and the heat of midsummer, particularly sensitive people are at double risk. In most cases, we talk about a typical tension headache that those affected feel as pull pressure pain in the upper regions of the head. This occurs particularly with psychological stress, weather changes, but also poor posture, over a longer period of time. The intake of too little fluid, especially in the summer months, is also a very common cause. In this sense, coffee and alcohol don't count, as both have a strong effect on the dehydration of the body. Nicotine constricts the blood vessels and can also cause headaches. Warm evenings in the garden after a hot summer day can be one of the highlights of the day. A light supper outdoors, enjoy freedom, relax. And yet you have a severe headache a few hours later. In this case, histamine is a possible cause. It is a substance that is involved in many vital functions of the body, with the disadvantage that almost 5% of the population suffers from histamine intolerance. If your dinner contained a lot of fish, cheese, hard sausage, sauerkraut, tomatoes, chocolate and nuts, then exactly a combination of these ingredients can cause sudden headaches. Are there any classic home remedies that can help relieve headaches? Headaches are not necessarily a modern ailment, just stress as a cause is a symptom of our society. Home remedies, the so-called folk medicine, can bring help and relief. To this day they have lost none of their meaning for us humans. Here's a selection from the long range of home remedies. Mix water with apple cider vinegar and honey, 0.25 water, 1 teaspoon honey, 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar, and drink the resulting syrup every morning for several weeks. Apple cider vinegar relaxes and has an antispasmodic effect. Elderflower vinegar is also said to have a special effect. To produce, put the elderflower in apple cider vinegar. After 2 weeks, stored in a cool and dry place, the mixture can be filtered off and then diluted with water if necessary. To use, soak on a linen cloth and apply to the forehead. Cold water applications are particularly beneficial in summer. Immerse both upper arms halfway and change them every 30 seconds. This reduces the amount of blood flow and thus affects the tension headache in the head. Various massage mixtures for the neck, combined with rubs, peppermint oil, massage oils, lemon balm spirit, are relaxing and beneficial. The essential oils unfold their effect. Almond oil, lavender, rosemary and juniper are particularly recommended. So, what's the point? Triggers and relief. In general, we hardly pay attention to minor headaches. They can already be a precursor to later severe pain. Summer weather conditions, high-pressure weather, UV radiation have a lasting effect on our head and organism. Especially when enjoyed excessively. In midsummer weather, you should make sure that your head is covered. It is best to wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. There is no statistically demonstrable connection between a warm and slightly windy weather situation and migraine attacks. Much more likely, stress is seen as a trigger and cause. The fact is, however, that vulnerable and sensitive people particularly complain of severe pain when the weather changes. Sensitivity to weather is related to the entire organism. Ultimately, it is the correct medical diagnosis that enables targeted treatment. Many people avoid going to the doctor because they fear bad information, tumor disease. Statistically, a tumor rarely causes a headache. In many cases, reaching for the pill appears to be the last resort. Caution is advised so as not to create a potential addiction. Research has shown that it may be the pain pills themselves that trigger the headache.